Vasudevaya.
Om Namo Bhagavate 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 Vasudevaya.
Narayanam Namaskrityam
Narayanam Namaskrityam
Naranjaiva Narottamam
Naranjaiva Narottamam
Devim Saraswatim Vyasam
Devim Sarasvinyasam
Tato Jayamudiraye
Tato Jayamudiraye
Nashtaprayeshu Bhadreshu
Nashtaprayesu Abhadreshu
Nityam Bhagavata Sevayam
Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya
Bhagavati Uttamasloke
Bhagavate Uttamasloke
Bhaktin Bhavatir Naistiki
Bhaktin Bhavati Naistaki
Krishnaya Vasudevaya
Krishnaya Vasudevaya
Devaki Nandanaya Cha
Devaki Nandanaya cha
Nandagopa Kumaraya
Nandagopa Kumaraya
Govindaya Namo Namaha.
Govindaya Namo Namaha.
Hare Krishna, welcome all the devotees for the morning Srimad Bhagavatam discussion. Today we are going to discuss Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 2, Chapter 5, text number 11, 2511. The canto name is the Cosmic Manifestation and the chapter name is the Cause of All Causes. Please repeat the sloka behind me. Yena sva-rociṣā viśvaṁ
Yena sva-rociṣā viśvam
rocitam rocayāmi aham
rocitam rocayāmi aham
yathārko gnir yathā somo
yathārko gnir yathā somo
yatharkṣa-graha-tārakāḥ.
yatharkṣa-graha-tārakāḥ.
Word by word meaning, please repeat again me. Yena,
Yena,
by whom?
by whom?
Sva-rociṣā,
sva-rociṣā,
by his own effulgence.
by his own effulgence.
viśvam,
viśvam,
all the world.
all the world.
rocitam,
rocitam,
already created
by
his potency.
by his potency.
rocayāmi,
rocayāmi,
by manifest.
do manifest.
Okay. Aham,
Aham,
I.
yathā,
yathā, as much.
arkaḥ,
arkaḥ, the sun. agniḥ, fire. yathā, as. somaḥ, the moon. yathā, as also. ṛkṣa, the firmament.
the firmament.
The firmament. Graha, the influential planets. Tārakāḥ, the stars. Translation Purport by His Divine Grace Abhay Charnavanda A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada.
Jai Srila Prabhupada.
Translation, please repeat behind me. I create after the Lord's creation by his by his personal effulgence known as the Brahmajyoti. Just as when the sun manifests its fire, the moon, the firmament, the influential planets, and the twinkling stars also manifest their brightness. Purport. Lord Brahmajī said to Nārada that his impression that Brahma was not the supreme authority in the creation was correct. Sometimes, impression. Okay. Sometimes less intelligent men have the foolish impression that Brahma is the cause of all causes. But Nārada wanted to clear the matter by the statements of Brahmājī. The supreme authority is in the universe. As the decision of the Supreme Court of a state is final, similarly, the judgment of Brahmājī, the supreme authority in the universe, is final in the Vedic process of acquiring knowledge. As we have already affirmed in the previous verse, Nāradaji was the liberated soul. Therefore, he was not one of the less intelligent men who accept a false god or gods in their own way. He represents himself as less intelligent and yet intelligently presented a doubt to be cleared by the supreme authority, so that the uninformed might take note of this and be rightly informed about the intricacies of the creation and the creator. In this verse, Brahmājī clears up the wrong impression held by the less intelligent and affirms that he creates the universal very-greatness after the creation by the glaring effulgence of Lord Sri Krishna. Brahmājī has also separately given this statement in the Samhita known as the Brahma Samhita 5.40, where he says, Yasya Prabhu Prabhavato Jagatanka Koti Kodisvaseša Vasudadi Vibhuti Binnam Tad Brahma Niskalam Anantam Asesha Bhutam Govindam Adi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami. I serve the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Govinda, the primeval Lord, whose transcendental bodily effulgence, known as the Brahmajyoti, which is unlimited, unfathomed, and all-pervasive, is the cause of the creation of unlimited numbers of planets, etc., with varieties of climates and specific conditions of life. The same statement is in the Bhagavad Gita 14.27. Lord Krishna is the background of the Brahmajyoti. Brahmano hi paristaham. In the Nirukti or Vedic dictionary, the import of Pratishta is mentioned as that which establishes. So, the Brahmajyoti is not independent of or self-sufficient. Lord Sri Krishna is ultimately the creator of the Brahmajyoti, mentioned in this verse as sva-rociṣā, or the effulgence of the transcendental body of the Lord. This Brahmajyoti is all-pervading, and all creation is made possible by its power. Therefore, the Vedic hymns declare that everything that exists is being sustained by the Brahmajyoti. Sarvam kaleva idam Brahma. Therefore, the potent seed of all creation is the Brahmajyoti, and the same Brahmajyoti, unlimited and unfathomed, is established by the Lord. Therefore, the Lord Sri Krishna is ultimately the supreme cause of all creation. Agam sarvaisya prabhu. One should not expect the Lord to create like a blacksmith with the hammer and the other instruments. The Lord creates by his potencies. He has his multifarious potencies. Parasya sakir vidaiva shriyate. Just as the small seed of a banyan fruit has the potency to create a big banyan tree, the Lord disseminates all varieties of seeds by his potency, by his potent Brahmajyoti, sva-rociṣā, and the seeds are made to develop by the watering process of person like Brahma. Brahma cannot create the seeds, but he can manifest the seed into a tree, just as the gardener helps plants the orchids to grow up by the watering process. The example cited here of the sun is very appropriate. In the material world, the sun is the cause of all illumination, fire, electricity, the rays of the moon, etc. All luminaries in the sky are creations of the sun, and the sun is the creation of the Brahmajyoti, and the Brahmajyoti is the effulgence of the Lord. Thus, the ultimate cause of creation is the Lord. Hare Krishna. Om Ajnana Timirandasya Jnananjana Shalake Chakshurmritamena Tasmai Shri Guruve Namaha. Namo Vishnupadaya Krishna Prasthaya Putale Srimati Bhaktivedanta Swami Iti Namini Namaste Saraswati Devi Gauravani Pracharani Nirvishesha Shunyavad Pasasya Dechatarani Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Srivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna. So today's sloka, it is Brahma is revealing the truth about the creation. In the previous sloka, we discussed that Nārada Muni was asking, who is the creator? Are you a creator? Is everything coming from you? Or since you are following some discipline and some austerities, do you have any higher authority than you? All these questions Nārada Muni was asking. For this, Brahma was started giving the answer from the previous verse. So the previous verse we discussed, Brahma told him that whatever the Nārada Muni was predicted, that is, if the person who is not aware of the creator, the original creator, definitely they will identify Brahma as the creator, because Brahma is doing the creative activity. But here, Brahma is establishing the supreme authority that he is the secondary creator, and he accepts that he is a secondary creator. So here in this sloka, he is talking about the Lord's personal effulgence, which is Brahmajyoti, which is come out from the Lord's body. So the Brahmajyoti, which is impregnate the nature and all the living entities. He is from the Lord, the seed is coming, and he is just watering the. So Brahma is talking about himself as a gardener. So the gardener who is watering the plant, they won't create a seed. They will get some seed and they will plant somewhere, put it in the garden, and they will water it so that the plant will grow. So similarly, the living entities, the original seed giving Father is the Supreme Personality of Godhead. He gave the seeds, and Brahma continuing the gardening activity. That's what it is here. He is establishing. So many people they are wrongly identifying that the effulgence coming out from the Lord's body, that is Brahmajyoti, that is the Supreme Lord. That means they're thinking that Lord means it's a light only. There is no, he don't have any personal form. Those people are called impersonalists. We are calling them as an impersonalist because they are thinking that the light coming out from the Lord is the effulgence. But in this statement from Brahma, we can understand that the Brahma is explaining very properly that his personal effulgence. He is saying that it is coming out from his body, the effulgence. That effulgence, it is manifesting the sun. So the sun manifesting the moon and the other stars. So like that, he was clearly explaining how the light is coming from. What is the source of the light? The main source of the light, which is Brahmajyoti, is from Lord's personal effulgence from the body. Lord's body, it is glaring like that. That's what Brahma is establishing here. In Bhagavad Gita 14.27, here also Krishna confirming that. Brahmano hi pradistaham amatasya avasyasasya cha sasvatasya cha dharmasya sagasyai kantikasya cha. So here what he is saying that I am the basis of the impersonal Brahman. So here he is establishing that he is the base of the impersonal Brahman, which is immortal, imperishable, and eternal, and is the constitutional position of ultimate happiness. Because the effulgence, it is coming out from the Lord's body. So there is no need of, there is no end for that. That's why it is saying that he is saying that it is imperishable and eternal. It is eternal. Yes, Lord is eternal. So the effulgence coming out from the Lord's body, that is also eternal. So there is nothing, the material ingredients to make that light. So if you want to make a fire, what we will do? We will put some sticks and then fire sticks, and we will use some kerosene or oil or petrol so that the fire will happen. So we need some ingredients. But for the effulgence coming out from the body, there is a natural thing. It is coming out from the Lord's body. So there is nothing illuminating that. There is no fuel illuminating that. So if you are burning a small light in our home, we are lamp. So that lamp, if you are pouring the oil, as much as the oil is there, that much time only it will burn. It will show the light. It will give you the light. Once the oil over, then the light also it will go off. But the Brahmajyoti which is coming out from the Lord's body, it is not like that. There is the source of the light is Lord's body. It is the effulgence. It is coming out from the Lord's body. That is, Lord is glaring like that. It is glittering. The Lord's body is glittering. That glitterness it is coming out. That is the Brahmajyotis. So Brahmajyoti, it is giving the light to sun. So that means the Lord internally, the Lord from the sun is getting the light from the Lord's body, the sun, then the moon, the other stars, all are getting illuminated with the light which is coming from the Brahmajyoti. The source of the light is the Brahmajyoti. The source of Brahmajyoti is Lord's body. This is the understanding, and this is given by the Lord. And also, Lord is establishing again his authority in Bhagavad Gita 10.8. If you see, aham sarvasya prabhavo mattaha sarvam pravartati iti matva bhajante mam bhuta bhava samanvitaha. So here again he is saying that I am the source of all spiritual and material world. He is the source. He is not saying that Brahma is a source. He is saying that I am the source. Everything emanates from me. So he is saying everything emanates from me. The wise that who perfectly know this engage in my devotional service and worship me with all their hearts. So this is the way Lord is established. This is one of the Chaturshloki Bhagavad Gita. So in this, we can understand that the material world and the spiritual world, Lord is the source from his everything emanating from Lord's body only. So one person who knows this perfectly, what they will do? They will perfectly engage in the service of the Supreme Lord, devotional service. That's what Lord is confirming in this 10th sloka, 10th chapter. And in 9.10, Krishna again saying that Mayattikshena prakritihi shruyate sacharacharam ketunanena kaunteya jagat viparit vartate. So here again he is talking about the material nature. This material nature, which is one of my energies, is working under my direction, O son of Kunti. So he is saying that this material nature is, who is the controller? Supreme Lord is the controller. So that means under him only the Brahma is coming, because Lord is, he is saying that I am the controller of the, it is working under my direction. So the Lord is giving the direction to Brahmājī. The Brahma is working under the Lord's direction. So all this material nature also in that way only. And O son of Kunti, producing all moving and non-moving beings. So he is producing all moving and non-moving things from him. Under its rule, this manifestation is created and annihilated again and again. So there is a rule set by the Lord. So the manifestation is creation and the annihilation is happening repeatedly. So the sun is coming on time, moon is coming on time. So there is a specific way it is moving around, and the earth is rolling in one particular direction, and by certain time it is moving. So all these are possible because of the Lord's strength behind that. And Lord is doing all these activities because that's why we are calling him as a cause of all causes. And in 14.4, here also Lord is establishing his authority. Sarva yoneshu kaunteya murtayah sambhavanti yaha tasam brahma mahat yonir aham bija pradapita. So this word is very much important. Aham bija pradapita. That means it should be the meaning. What is the meaning of this sloga? It should be understood that all species of life, O son of Kunti, are made possible by birth in this material nature, and that I am the seed-giving father. So he is establishing his authority. Lord is establishing his authority. I am the seed-giving father. So he's not saying Brahma is the seed-giving father. So whatever the Bhagavad Gita sloga we are comparing, we are referring here, why we are referring here? Because Brahma also accepting that Lord is a seed-giving Father. From him, everything is coming out. And here in this Bhagavad Gita, Lord himself is confirming that. So both Lord himself is confirming, and the supreme authority, that is the topmost living entity in this material world, Brahmājī, he is also accepting, and he is also saying the same thing. So that is the reason it is a confirmation. So Lord's confirmation in Bhagavad Gita and Brahma's confirmation in the Brahma Samhita, and in Bhagavatam also it is mentioned. So all are authoritative. So there is no word to think in the second way. We should not think, okay, the Lord, he is a supreme, who is a supreme? There are many people in this material world, they are bewildered by this material nature, and because of that, they are not able to understand who is the supreme. And they are thinking that whoever, according to their nature, according to their whatever they want from the Lord, so they are getting into the path. So some people, they want material things only. Some people, they don't want to get into the path of liberation. They don't want to hear about that at all. They want only the materially. How can I establish in this material world? How can I establish? How can I take care of my family? How can I take care of my society? Only they're thinking that much only. So they will get into the path of, they won't accept the authority of the Supreme Lord. Even though they have the little faith on the supreme power, but they cannot understand the supreme authority because they have the lust on the material things. So the person who is having the lust on the material thing, they cannot understand the Supreme Lord. There also in Bhagavad Gita, so Bhagavad Gita, Krishna is saying in the same thing in the Bhagavad Gita as well. So the today's sloka, we discussed about the Brahmajyoti. So the Brahmajyoti, it is the intelligence of, it's coming out from the Lord, and that is impregnates the material nature. And that then again, Brahma is like a gardener. So he is watering and he is growing the tree, and from the tree again seed is coming. There is rotational basis, it is happening. So Brahmājī is like a gardener. So, and also Prabhupada here is getting the authoritative, is Brahmājī also the authority. How the Supreme Court, the statement is final. Similarly, the judgment provided by Brahmājī also is a final thing. Yes, he is the topmost living entity in this material, living being in this material world. And who is the authority, who got the knowledge directly from the Lord. So whatever the laws, so the human laws, it is made by us. So that laws, taken care of the Supreme Court judge, he will accepting, he is following that law. Similarly, the law made by the Lord, that law, nature law, that is also obeyed by the Supreme Authority Brahma. So, and he is giving the verdict. What is the verdict he is giving? The Supreme Lord is the Lord. Supreme Lord is the authority. Also, he is the creator. I am the secondary creator. So that we need to accept it. Accept that. And we hear Brahma with the Brahma Samhita also is mentioning the same thing. And here in the purport, so Prabhupada is explaining that we should not think that. So we are thinking that Lord is the creator. So creator in the sense, suppose if you wanted to prepare a statue or prepare some vessels or something, so how the blacksmith is doing? So okay, they will put a fire, and they will use the hammer, and there is a material in that. They'll hammering that material, and they putting it on the fire. Then again they bend that so that it will come on the shape. So then they will prepare some material thing. So it will take some time to prepare one material. So we should not think in that way. Okay, Lord is also sitting like with a hammer and is preparing the human being. So if you want to prepare a statue, so what they will do? The person who is doing the sculpture, what he is doing? He is doing using the hammer and a sharp stick. What he is doing? Yeah, the iron rod, sharp rod. With that, he is doing the sculpture. So he is preparing the sculpture from the stone. He is removing the unwanted pieces so that the beautiful statue is coming out of it. So it will take some time to prepare one statue. So your Lord is preparing the living entities in the sense we should not compare with the what human being, what we are doing. So for us, to prepare a one item, it will take this much time. So for Lord also, he is prepared the 84 lakhs of species. So Lord also using this hammer and all those instruments, he is preparing one by one like that. We should not think in that way because Lord is he has a supreme power. Okay, he don't want her to work like a human being. He just that's what Brahma and our Lord also saying that I just glance over this material world. He just he created this material world and he just glanced it over. So the material world initially nothing was there. So because of his glance it over, then the seeds are coming out from this effulgence. Glance means through the Brahmajyoti it is glance. So this all the nature is impregnated and all the living entities are appeared from that. So he is the source of all those living entities. And the Brahmājī is a gardener and he is taking care of all the other living entities. So today's sloka, it is Brahma is giving the authoritative confirmation that Lord is the effulgence coming out from the Lord, Brahmajyoti, that it is making the light everywhere. So we are thinking that we are our science, what we are studying, the sunlight is there. So because of the sunlight, the plants and everything, it is creating the food, whatever the green thing in that the plant, it is because of the photosynthesis. We are studying the science, the photosynthesis, it is happening. So the science, our science, up to the extent that till the level of the sun only. So beyond the sun, if you go and research, there is no, we don't have that much power to go beyond what is the source of the sun. So if you ask the scientists what they will say, the sun is a source. It is creating the energy of its own. The why it is burning. If you ask the question to the scientist, why the sun is burning, moon is not burning like that. So why sun only burning like that? Why we cannot go near to the sun? Why it is burning of its own? Why? Who is giving the light to the sun? They don't know the source. But our Bhagavatam, our scriptures are saying that the source is the Brahmajyoti. From that, the sun is eliminated, moon is eliminated, and stars are eliminated. So that is the way where our scientific knowledge stuck and end. From there, our spiritual faith should start. So the spiritual, whatever they are saying, it is not just like your imagination or just they don't know anything. They are just simply saying. It is not like that. Because there is a proof also. Whatever they are saying, there should be a proof also. See, when in Hanuman Chalisa, it is mentioned that it's a glorification of Hanuman, that song. So there it is mentioned that what is the distance between the earth and the sun? So what is the distance? Because Hanuman, he wanted to, by seeing the sun, he wanted to eat the sun because it is effulging. By seeing the effulgence, Hanuman, he wanted to eat the sun when he was a childhood. So to compare, it is mentioned in the same sloka, the distance between the earth and the sun. So now, after so many of years, now recently only our scientists are identified and accepting that the distance is the sun and our earth is comparing, while comparing the whatever they said in the Hanuman Chalisa, it is similar, same numbers they are saying. So it is not like that our forefathers are just imagining they said something. No, everything they were far advanced than us. So that is the reason because they accepted the God's authority and whatever they avoid the laws of nature. That's the reason they were able to understand the things very easily. They got the knowledge very easily, and they were able to made their life perfectly by using the Vedic knowledge. That's why we are calling them as a Vedic time of people. So currently it is not a Vedic time of people. We are saying that it's a modern world. So Vedic world is not a modern. So we are thinking that we are in the modern world. But they were far better than our modern, whatever the modern God we are using, they are far better than us because they got the ability, they had that time itself, they had the the aeroplanes and all to go from one planet to other planet. Now we are sending one rocket from here to the nearest planet, moon, and we are not able to send any human being into other planet. But during that time, they used to go to the Sargaloga, that the other planet system, till Brahmajyoti, the Brahma's Satyaloka, topmost planet. That also, they used to travel from here to there. Even the four Kumaras, they went near till the gate of Vaikuntha. They also gone out of this universe. They went into the gate till the gates of the four. The four Kumaras went into the Vaikuntha gate. So that is the power they had in the past. So if you discuss, if you say so those things to our people, because our people, they are comparing our strength. What is our strength? Okay, I cannot do all those things. So others also cannot do it. So that is the mentality we have. It is kind of a frog mentality. So frog is thinking that how much big the ocean is. Okay, that like this much well it is. The frog is thinking the well is the world. So if we are talking about the ocean, it is a far wider than this, far bigger than this well. If you say the frog cannot imagine, they cannot understand, because their understanding is relatively they will try to understand the size of the ocean. The similar way, our scientists, we are measuring this material world through the spiritual world through our we are relating how much knowledge we have, we are relating and comparing that. But the entire universe, outside of the universe, we cannot imagine with our limited knowledge. So that's why Lord is unlimited. We cannot understand the Lord by our small brain. So whatever the authority, like Brahma is saying, we have to accept as it is. So that is the way, that is the Vedic culture. Yes, accepting the authority. Yes, Brahma is accepting the authority of the Supreme God. So that is the reason we are accepting the Brahma's words. Hare Krishna. Grantaraj Srimad Bhagavatam ki Jai.
Jai.